What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy J Smooth G, and today we're about to react to season 3, episode number 5 of Titans. The episode is called Lazarus, so I'm assuming it'll be like some more backstory between Jason Todd becoming the Red Hood, him being resurrected. Might even see maybe Ra's al Ghul in his involvement. That'll be tight. Previous episode left off with Nightwing and Red Hood going one on one against each other, and then after he gets sniped in the helicopter, Red Hood disappears. He runs back to the cabin, and Scarecrow is gone too. So, about to figure out what happens. Let's get it.
You select time, Jason. Jason.
Jason. Jason. You're okay. You're safe. Jason, you're home.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You were screaming.
Gotta meet someone in the city. Diego?
Martinez? Jay, let's get out of here.
Pull out the Glock.
Swag, cowboy. You shut your mouth, bitch.
Pistol whipped him.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, please!
Got beat up by a street gang.
I'm with you for the rest of my life, talking about my shit. First days are hard.
What you about to get, Jason? Thought they got Scarface. Two voice coin, Joker cards. I'm guessing Ra's al Ghul's blade. Catwoman goggles. And the whip too. Got all these mementos. What's that? Compound that probably goes into the fear gas.
Thoughts about Leslie?
You shouldn't creep up on people.
It's a skill that comes in handy. How did it go?
Okay.
You're looking at my scarecrow keepsakes.
Mother. Fucker. Sorry, man. Don't apologize.
About to lay them roses down. Pay respects. Thomas and Martha.
This city does things to us. We can take the worst parts of ourselves and put them in control. Sometimes I think it's alive. Like it has a will. And it wants us to destroy ourselves. I've lost too many people to Gotham. I won't lose you.
But we're gonna lose a lot more.
You can't make that promise. But I can keep it. I don't want you to be Robin.
You talked to Leslie.
I didn't speak to her. This is my decision alone.
Bullshit. Hey, what did she tell you, that I'm a fucking mental case?
She didn't tell me anything. This has nothing to do with your psychological condition. Just
I
here.
did exactly what you asked me to do. I went to Leslie. I talked to her. She's helping me out. Please don't take this away from me.
You don't need to wear a costume to be my son.
You think I'm weak. You always thought I was weak. You never did this to Dick.
It's a different matter. I've I've learned from my mistakes.
Oh, so I'm a fucking mistake now? You gave Dick everything. And no matter what he does, you keep on giving him more and more. Why don't you do that with me? What's so bad about me?
Please, just hear what I'm saying. This is not your fault.
Please don't give up on me, Bruce.
I never will. But I've made my choice. I've got to go to London tonight. Business. You come with me. We could both use time away from Gotham.
He ain't coming with you,
You're
bro.
wrong about me.
Just got fired.
I'll prove it.
Jason.
You made a fear gas, right? That means you can make something to get rid of fear.
Well, I admire your logic, recto verso.
This is how it gets
Even if I
manipulated.
could, what on earth makes you think I would share with a
Gets manipulated to
C-list imposter?
compounds. Try to get rid of the fear. Now he relies on Dr. Crane.
A collector's item from a very...
Reverse engineer your fear gas to create an antidote to fear.
Assuming it's possible. What's in it for me?
Got basic operations for the lab.
Call me up after midnight, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm right, what do you...
Mixing all these different compounds together.
To truly know, we need to test our concoction on Batman's most fearsome enemy.
Bring it.
Damn. Joker beat the shit out of him. Bringing him back. Wow.
You're okay. You're safe.
I want to know who ordered him to be dropped into the pit, though. Scarecrow?
Bruce?
No. There's no
Wow.
Batman here.
The Joker. Where am I?
Just breathe. Just
How do you know there
breathe.
was a pit below Arkham, though?
It'll make you better. It'll make you better than better.
Dog.
Trust your doctor.
Scarecrow was really calling the shots.
Just let all your problems drift away. Drift away. Stand tall, Red Hood. Show them what they are.
What time it is?
Good. Now all you have to do is shoot me and you'll go free. So shoot me! You missed. Try again. Try harder.
Getting that payback.
Please. Please! Don't kill me. You don't have to kill me. Just tell me what you want. I want you to tell all your friends about me. Okay. myself.
Diego?
Don't be scared. She's one of the good ones.
Regarde la pétition, ok?
So he got the information before he killed him.
I would never hurt you, Molly.
Jason?
Not really. Not anymore.
All right, this episode had a lot. It was a very Jason-centric episode, which you kind of figure from, the title Lazarus, him being resurrected, coming back as Red Hood. Probably one of my favorite moments would be the conversation between Bruce and Jason at Crime Alley. Therapy session. His initial one, when he's talking to Dr. Leslie. And then the actual resurrection scene was cool. But I guess we'll start from the beginning. Let's see. There's a lot I want to talk about. Alright, so the main problem that I had with this episode was Scarecrow calling the shots and Red Hood pretty much being a pawn to a villain. I feel like it kind of contradicts the whole essence of who Red Hood is. He has this hatred towards Batman because he doesn't kill villains. And so here we have in this show, Titans, Jason works for a villain, is being manipulated by him, which I find very strange. Kind of makes him feel like he seems less badass, I should say. And I'm not really getting that anti-hero feeling from Jason. And now, I'm starting to understand why he went against the Titans. It's like I say, he's been controlled, but I just don't like the idea of the Red Hood being a bitch boy to a villain. It just seems kind of weak to me. But these events happened 3 months ago from the current time. Bruce fires Jason from the role of Robin. And we get this great dialogue between Jason and Bruce. He reflects on how Dick was never treated as harshly by Bruce Wayne. Getting sidelined, forced to give up the cow. And it kind of makes him want to go harder. And it kind of does the exact opposite against what Bruce wants. He pretty much endangers himself and continues to go out and fight crime without the suit. And he kind of blames Leslie because he thinks that she told some information to Bruce and tried to convince him to believe that Jason wasn't fit for the job anymore, which wasn't true. Let's see. So much. Oh yeah, so Jason, he pursues after Scarecrow because he's having these nightmares, which is kind of whack. I just don't like Jason Todd relying on villains. Like, his whole goal was to create a compound that would eliminate fear. And you put this trust into Scarecrow, trying out all these different compounds, testing them on yourself. We know like the long-term side effects. And then, it turns out, Scarecrow did manipulate like one formula to where it wasn't perfect. It seems like he has to like continually use that anti-fear formula to combat Scarecrow and resupply himself with more. So now he's like under control, and he's also planning on breaking him out, which is stupid. Something he would never do. And they decide to try out the compound on Joker. And then, they show us the whole sequence of him being killed. And the thing that surprised me the most was, Scarecrow actually initiating the revival of Jason Todd. Like almost in every iteration or every adaptation of the Under the Red Hood story, you have Bruce Wayne, who travels overseas to a Lazarus pit and drops in Jason inside the pit himself. It's kind of a personal thing because, like I said, in this, at least even in the show, like in the comic, Jason's like Bruce's son, so he holds him very dear to him, and he cares about him. He couldn't just let him go. He can allow Jason to just die off like that. He couldn't live out without his son. But here, in the show, he just kind of just says, "Fuck it, we gotta move on. There's nothing we can do to bring him back, which is Cap." I know Bruce is aware of the Lazarus pits, so I know he would do anything to bring Jason back. And he should feel even more guilty for not being able to save him because he tried to fire him to protect him from danger since he's no longer Robin. But nonetheless, Scarecrow brings back Jason Todd, becomes a Red Hood. He's the sole reason as to why Jason is Red Hood. Scarecrow's calling the shots. I really don't like that. But their goal is to inflict fear on Gotham. It's kind of vague. But we do see a cool sequence of Jason, the Red Hood, since he's not Jason anymore, getting vengeance on the person who pistol whipped him at the beginning of the episode. And that felt like the most Red Hood scene so far. Like I said, him going after villains, being brutal with them. Even though he's killing criminals, he's still doing heroic stuff, rescuing the kid, and bringing him back to safety, getting the information before, he murders him. Let's see right here, this dope shot. I'll take the Titans logo off. I know most people don't like the mask, but I rock with it. It was cool. I do think Jason can be redeemed now. I know I said earlier, like, he's just a straight-on villain, but now that we see that he's being manipulated by Scarecrow, I can see the Titans forgiving him for his actions, but at the cost of him being a pawn, he's just less badass. And I really just want Bruce to come back into the picture too, man, because that's also an important part of Red Hood. Trying to convince Bruce that killing villains is the way. It's the only way to stop the cycle of pain and suffering in Gotham. Just execute the villain so that, they'll stop breaking out of Arkham and doing the same thing over and over again. But Bruce feels like, if I do it once, I won't be able to stop myself. And I won't be any different from the people that, I lock up. But yeah, man, this is a decent episode. Lazarus, getting a lot of Red Hood in this season. Originally thought that Blackfire would be the main villain of the season, but kind of feels like Jason is the Red Hood. I'm Jason G, and this is my reaction to Lazarus, episode 5. Until next time, deuces. Be sure to comment, like, and share the video, man.